Hi, Eric Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and today I'm going to try to answer a question many people ask is how do you get inspired? How do you get inspiration? What do you have to do? And for me it is maybe a difficult question to answer, but I'm going to try to do it. Okay, so let's start. Well, here I am in France at my parents' house, and I came here for a week because I have to prepare a review of new cameras. I will publish soon. I cannot say what it is right now. And obviously today it's Wednesday. I have to publish something on my YouTube channel. I didn't have time to record before I left because I had my daughter. There were some days off. It was a bit difficult for me. So I was right now thinking, Eric, you need to publish something. You need to publish something. But what? I don't know. I didn't bring any other gear that the one I need to do the job. Okay, so and then I remember this question about inspiration. And this is right now the situation I am in is what could inspire me in publishing, creating a content. Same thing when someone asked me what it could do to publish a picture, create a picture, or make a picture. So we're going to have a look at it. Well, I got inspired by your question, okay? So let's see what I can do for you. I think we need to split two types of photographer, the amateur and the professional. The amateur doesn't have any commitment to making pictures. It's no obligation whatsoever. So if he cannot make any pictures, well, it's not a drama anyway. No one is going to die with that. So it's not really a problem. In the case of a professional, well, normally the fact that a client asks him to make a job gives already some idea of the type of job, the type of thing he could do, and also his experience also guides him towards a result. It can be great, not that good, really brilliant, not that brilliant, okay, but still he has some idea because of his experience in the type of picture he's making. You already have a path that exists and he can follow it. Yeah, obviously it's not that easy, but still he can get some result that are really acceptable. It's not like I don't know what to do. Okay, so I think it's more interesting to speak about the amateur because these are the person who has actually asked me what could I do. I don't know what to make. I don't know what picture to make. I'm not inspired. So let's speak about this. In the life of a photographer, amateur photographer, even professional but amateur photographer, we shoot at the beginning everything that moves. Doesn't matter if it's a flower, a car, whatever. We shoot like mad, okay? And it comes a moment where you've shot everything and you don't know what to shoot new, and actually you think you have a lack of inspiration. What you have is your brain is saturated with photography. You've made too many. You shoot like mad, okay? And the result is that you realize that some of your pictures are brilliant, some are okay, and most of them are completely useless. You don't need them. Sometimes they're good, but are they worth them? Worth the time I spent all this? And you start to have your brain that actually saturates. It's like, no, I've made too many. I don't feel like it anymore. You've eaten too much. Okay, too much photography. And most people at that moment think it is a lack of inspiration. And probably it's not a lack of inspiration. It's saturation with so many pictures you've made, and you feel that your pictures are not as good as you thought. Maybe you've bettered your technique and now you realize many of your pictures were not that good, and you want to try to get something like, a fantastic picture, genius, something like this. And you feel that you don't get it because it is a lack of inspiration. And probably it's not. It's a saturation of making too many pictures. The more obsessed you get with making pictures, I need to make picture, I must make picture, I don't have inspiration, all this, the more you do this, the less you're going to obtain success and get results. Why? Because your brain is saturated. It's time to disconnect completely from photography. Switch off your camera, leave the camera at home, forget about photography. Your brain needs to rest, okay? That's really important. And while your brain is at rest, then we're going to see what to do to try to, no guarantee at all, try to that sooner or later you will have, you will be eager to make pictures again. It's not matter of inspiration. It's just matter of I feel like making pictures. I want. And you've lost that actually. So we're going to see how to treat your brain in this rest to make sure you get back to having fun and inspiration, as you probably say, okay? Well, you think your brain is disconnected, but actually your conscious part is disconnected. You don't think about photography, but your subconscious, yes, is connected. So it is important to give some food to this subconscious, so it's going to maybe reconnect with photography, okay? But what many people do when they get this need of disconnection, they actually rush looking at others' pictures. They think that watching what other people do is the solution. It is not the solution. Why? First, because it may get you frustrated. You feel like, yeah, he can make pictures, I cannot. Oh, he is good, I'm not. All this. This is really bad for you, okay? And second, maybe you get a false impression of inspiration. You feel like watching others' pictures, photographs will make you have ideas, but actually what you will make is only copy of others' work. So this is definitely not the way to go, okay? So when I say disconnect, is disconnect. Now we're going to speak about what food you could give to your subconscious to be able maybe to reconnect with photography. So what kind of food for your brain? Well, for example, music. There are many types of music. I'm not going to debate what is music for you or not. You know what it is for you, okay? And it's not just it's listening to music. It's not just hearing music. That's a big difference, okay? So you listen to the type of music. Maybe it's instrumental. Maybe you have some voices. Doesn't matter. You feel, you hear, you know, like a special phase that you're receptive. You just listen. All this. Maybe painting and sculpture. That they are the cousins of photography, and but not just seeing a painting. You analyze it, you observe, you look at it, you think. You get a lot of input into your brain, okay? Maybe walking around, like here I'm in the garden, I could look at the flowers, the trees, all this, or you're on the street and see the cars, people, or some landscape, doesn't matter. But always in a situation, in an attitude that you're receptive, you observe and you try to see things and think when you look at them. Maybe smells, like see the flavors, all this. Maybe go to the cinema, watch movies, all these things that let you're like a receptive situation and you get a lot of input, all this, and maybe your subconscious will reconnect to photography via this. That's possible. Well, when I speak about textures and smell, all this, don't try too much on food because you could get back as fat as I am, okay? But that's the idea. Get receptive and try to do other things. So you've given food to your brain. It's time to digest, okay? So leave him maybe an hour, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a year. It depends on you. Everyone is different. I cannot tell you how long it takes. But then you're ready. You're ready for what? You're ready to go out without any camera. You forget your camera, you leave your camera, you leave it on purpose at home and you don't take your camera, you just go out. And then you're going to search for pictures, for photography. I look around, oh, that would be a great photo, all of it. Oh, I don't have my camera. Oh, this would be good. Oh, I don't have my camera, but I would like to frame this way, compose this way. I like that. Can be on the street, can be in your garden, it could be in the landscape, wherever it is, okay? But you look around and you see pictures. You try to see pictures, but you cannot make them. This is pure frustration for you because you wanted to make these pictures, but you cannot because you don't have your camera. Don't use your smartphone, okay? You cannot make them. But you look at them, you're ready to make them. You see them, but you cannot make them because you don't have your camera. So after this go around of frustration, you go home, get a paper, a pen, and write down a list of these pictures you would have liked to make. You could almost make, but you couldn't because you don't have your camera. You write down the list of these pictures. And then soon, maybe the day after, in a week, but as soon as possible, you go back with your camera and you make these pictures. You make them, you see, I remember this one, oh yeah, this frame here, I made the picture, and that one, and this one, and that one, okay? Because this time you don't search for inspiration. You go for a job, you go for a mission, that is to make these pictures you saw and you could not make. So it's not a matter of inspiration, it's a matter of, I was going out, I didn't know what to do, but now I know what to do. I have to make these pictures, okay? So you go out and make this picture you cannot make without any camera. That's a great comeback. So you've tried that, doesn't work, don't see any pictures anywhere, no pictures to make, and wow, Eric, this does not work. Well, you have the plan B. Maybe you are like Picasso. Pablo Picasso said, of course inspiration exists, but it must find you working so it can help. And the sentence was a bit like this. And it's a bit like I am also. It means that some people are really philosophy, artistic, dreamers, and others are not. Some people are really technical, yeah, closer to earth, I would say, without offending the others, okay? So the solution is to make pictures, and you're obliged to make pictures, but not go out and make pictures of anything. Say, today I'm going to practice making pictures of a bottle with reflection, lighting, all this. And tomorrow I'm going to make macro. And the day after I'm going to make this or that. And you learn this way. You learn technique, you have more knowledge about photography. And the more knowledge you have, maybe the more you will have this brilliant idea to make something really special. And that's the way it is. Some people are like this. Some people, they just need to, yeah, be dreaming and that it comes by itself, and others no, they need to be working. So oblige yourself to make, yeah, some exercises. I want to learn such technique. This is maybe a picture I don't even need, a technique I don't even need, but I'll learn it anyway. And that's the way it works for some people. And what happens if all this doesn't work either? Well, maybe photography is over for you. Maybe it's temporary, maybe it's definitive. Doesn't matter. If it's not your work, you don't have to have a professional reconversion, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we have phases in our lives, and maybe you were going skiing once a year, now you don't do it and you don't miss it. Or maybe you used to go dancing every Saturday, you don't do it anymore and you don't miss it. And maybe photography has gotten to this point for you. Maybe you don't feel like making pictures anymore, and this is no drama, it doesn't matter. So if it's temporary, well, maybe in a while you will come back to photography. And if it takes a long time, month, year, maybe you better sell your gear and use the money for something else, another passion, another activity, it doesn't matter. So it does not matter. Just feel happy, feel good. And don't feel bad if you cannot make pictures because you don't feel like it. Doesn't matter. Maybe you feel ashamed because you spend a lot of money on gear, but that's the way it is. It could be on any other activity, okay? So that's the way it is. So I hope this video may have helped you. Thank you so much for watching it. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. I also leave you links of my gear on Amazon, links of everything I reviewed by K&F Concept, Sandmarc, and Flashes by Westcott. More affiliated links and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.